tradition of singing at Ramaz goes way back to my school experience. We've always been a singing school. Zimriyah came to Ramaz through my colleague, Dr. Noam Shemer, Alav HaShalom, and me. We experienced it at Camp Masad, where it was the highlight of the season. And we felt it was extremely important to bring this musical experience to Ramaz as well, where it turned out to be also the highlight of the season.
The high school choir performed on Yom HaAtzmaut in the very beginning of my tenure. And maybe the second year I was there, I had created a band in grades 4 through 6. And Rabbi Lukstein and I spoke, and I asked if the band could play something on Yom HaAtzmaut and get involved. And from there, we had discussions. Rabbi Lukstein suggested we should have a Zimriyah every Yom HaAtzmaut. It would be a community event, and that they would be learning songs about Israel, and that was a connection to Israeli culture and to the Israeli people, and it went beyond that. And Rabbi Lukstein always understood that singing was unlike anything else.
עוד יש מפרש לבן באופק מול ענן שחור כבד
כל שנבקש לו יהי ואם בחלונות הערב אור נרצח הכואב כל
Nomi Shemer changed the face of Israeli popular music in the 1970s and 80s. Her songs were a representation of what was going on in Israel at that time. She wrote about war and peace, life and love. Yerushalayim Shel Zahav became an anthem for the 1967 war. She wrote Lu Yehi as a dedication to the soldiers of 1973. Singing her music was feeling what was going on in Israel at that time. And she wrote these words in a way that nobody else had ever expressed before her.
It was saying to kids who did not experience Israel, and at that time the fad of spending a year in Israel really hadn't set in yet, that this was, if you aren't going to Israel, we'll bring Israel to you, at least temporarily. And the music was their main media.
Nurit Hirsch, Oseh Shalom, songs today that we think lasted forever, they've been around forever. They were being written during those years of the 70s. And the early 80s, and we were able to bring them to Ramaz and to share them.
Zimriyah is an avenue to the soul of the child. When a child sings the songs of the pioneers, the chalutzim in Israel, or the songs of war and peace in Israel, the child is connected to Zionism in a way that is different from studying it in class. Students spend a lot of time singing, and they're singing Israeli songs and Jewish religious songs. And all of that spirit of Zionism and Torah and Judaism comes through them through the singing process.
Singing is feeling. I think that when our students leave Ramaz, one of the most important things they will take with them is that sense of joy in singing, that sense of feeling, that sense of connecting to their neshama, that sense of being clear on their identity as people, as Jews, as mentioned.